welcome to our 2022 Carlton Christmas concert. We are happy to once again be performing live as well as celebrate the Christmas season. The last time we gathered here in the cafeteria for a Christmas concert was in 2019 before the pandemic started. This was followed by 2 years of virtual Christmas concerts in 2020 and 2021.
As we start off this evening, we would like to acknowledge that we are privileged to gather in Treaty 6 territory and on the traditional homelands of the Métis people. Indigenous peoples are a vibrant part of our past, present, and future, and it's good to remind ourselves of the journey we all travel together as treaty people.
We also have a few people we would like to thank.
We would like to thank our parents, family, and community members for the effort and dedication that you give to students.
Thank you to the school staff who give their time to support students, and thank you to those who have given their time to assist this concert.
Thank you to the trustees on the Board of Education for advocating and making decisions to provide excellence for every learner in our schools.
And finally, we would like to thank the students for their effort, dedication, and commitment to pursuing excellence and sharing their talents.
While you are welcome to take pictures or make video recordings of this event, please respect the privacy rights of our students. Please do not share any images from this event on any unrestricted or publicly accessed website.
Please remain quiet and seated during performances and only enter and exit the cafeteria during changes in the program. The washrooms are located at the back of the cafeteria, and emergency exits are located at both the front and back of the room.
Seated on the stage are the band students in grades 9 to 12. After just a few weeks of practicing, we have prepared a number of Christmas selections for you. Many of these pieces will feature traditional Christmas carols that have stood the test of time and have been recognized, celebrated, and performed for hundreds of years. For those of you that like more contemporary music, we have also included some of those selections as well.
Our first piece, A Magnificent Christmas, is a melody of 3 Christmas traditional carols. God rest you merry gentlemen, angels have heard on high, and hark the herald's angels sing. God rest you merry gentlemen is an English traditional Christmas carol, and an early version of this carol is found in an anonymous manuscript dating from the 1650s. The earliest known printed edition of the carol is dated around 1760. Some sources claim that the carol dates back as far as the 16th century. Others date it later, to the 18th or early 19th centuries. Angels We Have Heard on High is a Christmas carol to the hymn tune Gloria from a traditional French song of unknown origin called L'Ange dans la Campagne, with paraphrased English lyrics by James Chadwick. The lyrics were inspired by those of French carols whose first publication was in 1842. Hark the Herald Angels Sing is an English Christmas carol that first appeared in 1739 in the collection of hymns and sacred poems. As it is known in the modern era, it features lyrical contributions from Charles Wesley and James Whitefield, 2 founding ministers of Methodism, with music adapted from the composition by Felix Mendelssohn.
Our next selection, Three Quiet Carols, is a medley of the songs Away in a Manger, Silent Night, and In Dulce Jubilo, a 14th century melody, best known by its modern title, Good Christian Men Rejoice. Away in a Manger is a Christmas carol first published in the late 19th century and used widely throughout the English-speaking world. In Britain, it is one of the most popular carols, although it was long claimed to be the work of German religious reformer Martin Luther. The carol is now thought to be wholly American in origin. The two most common musical settings are by William J. Kirkpatrick, 1895, and James Ramsay Murray, 1887. Silent Night, or Stille Nacht in German, was first performed on the Christmas Eve of 1818 at St. Nicholas Parish Church in Uborndorf, a village in the Austrian Empire. A young Catholic priest, Father Joseph Moore, had come to Oberndorf the year before. In the aftermath of the Napoleonic Wars, he had written the poem Stille Nacht in 1816. The melody was composed by Franz Xaver Gruber, schoolmaster and organist in a nearby village, on Christmas Eve 1818. Moore brought the words to Gruber and asked him to compose a melody and guitar accompaniment for the night's mass. After river flooding had possibly damaged the church organ, the church was eventually destroyed by repeated flooding and replaced with a Silent Night chapel. It is unknown what inspired Moore to write the lyrics or what prompted him to create a new carol. In Dulce Jubilo, Latin for In Sweet Rejoicing, is a traditional Christmas carol. In its original setting, the carol is a macaronic text of German and Latin dating from the Middle Ages. The text was written around 1328 and the tune around 1400s. Subsequent translations into English, such as J.M. Neal's arrangement Good Christian Men Rejoice, have increased the popularity, and Robert Purcell's 1837 macaronic translation is a mainstay of the Christmas 9 lessons and carols repertoire. J.S. Bach's choral prelude based on the tune is also a traditional postlude for Christmas services.
Now for something a little more contemporary. That's Christmas to Me is a song made popular by the American a cappella group Pentatonics, characterized by their pop style arrangements with vocal harmonies, bass lines, riffing, percussion, and beatboxing. They produce cover versions of modern pop works or Christmas songs, sometimes in the form of medley, along with original material. Allison Matchak was to sing in person but has become ill. Please enjoy a video of her performing That's Christmas to Me.
The fireplace is burning bright, shining on me. I see the presents underneath the good old Christmas tree. And I wait all night till Santa comes to wake me from my dreams. Oh, 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 'cause that's Christmas to me. I see the children play outside like angels in the snow. While mom and daddy share a kiss under the mistletoe. And we cherish all these simple things wherever we may be. Oh, 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 'cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got the candles glowing in the dark. I'm hanging all the stockings by the Christmas tree. Oh, 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 'cause there's Christmas to me. Oh, oh, 'cause there's Christmas to me. I listen for the thought of rain walking down the road. As I fall asleep to lullabies, the morning's coming soon. And the only gift we'll ever need is the joy of family. Oh, 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 'cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got the candles glowing in the dark. I'm hanging all the stockings by the Christmas tree. Oh, 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 'cause that's Christmas to me. Oh, oh, 'cause that's Christmas to me. Oh, the joy that fills our hearts that makes us sing. Oh, oh, 'cause that's Christmas to me. I've got this Christmas song in my heart. I've got the candles glowing in the dark. And over years to come will always know one thing. That's the love that Christmas can bring. Oh, why? 'Cause that's Christmas to me.
O Christmas Carols is an orchestra-style medley of familiar Christmas carols, each of whose titles begins with the letter O. They include O Come All You Faithful, quoted in the introduction, O Come, Emmanuel, O Little Town of Bethlehem, and O Christmas Tree. O Come All You Faithful, originally written in Latin as Adeste Fidelis, is a Christmas carol that has been attributed to various authors, including John Francis Wade, John Redding, King John IV of Portugal, and anonymous Cistercian monks. The earliest printed version is in a book published by Wade and dated to the 1700s. The original 4 verses of the hymn were extended to a total of 8, and these have been translated into many languages. The English translation of O Come All Ye Faithful by the English Catholic priest Frederick Oakley, written in 1841, is widespread in most English-speaking countries. O Come, Emmanuel is a Christian hymn for Advent and Christmas. The text was originally written in Latin, and the hymn has its origins over 1,200 years ago in monastic life in the 8th or 9th century. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem is a Christmas carol based on an 1868 text written by Phillips Brooks. The carol is popular on both sides of the Atlantic, but to different tunes. In North America, to St. Louis, by Louis Redner, and in the United Kingdom and Ireland to Forest Green, a tune collected by Ralph Vaughan Williams, and first published in the 1906 English Hymnal. The text, written by Phillips Brooks, was inspired by a visit to the village of Bethlehem in 1865. 3 years later, he wrote the poem for his church, and his organist, Louis Redner, added the music. O Tannenbaum, also known as O Christmas Tree, is a German Christmas song. Based on a traditional folk song which was unrelated to Christmas, it became associated with the traditional Christmas tree by the middle of the 19th century and sung as a Christmas carol. The modern lyrics were written in 1824 by the Leipzig organist, teacher and composer Ernst Anschutz. A Tannenbaum is a fir tree. The lyrics do not actually refer to Christmas or describe a decorated Christmas tree. Instead, they refer to the fir's evergreen quality as a symbol of constancy and faithfulness.
Good job, Owen! Go, Owen! Go, Owen! Go, Owen! No, no, no.
What Child Is This is a Christmas carol with lyrics written by William Chatterton Dix in 1865 and set to the tune of Green's Leaves, a traditional English folk song. In 1871, although written in Great Britain, this song became popular in many countries of the world. We would like to welcome Tori Gorzak, Jordan Schrader, and Eliana Watchman to sing the lyrics of the song while the band plays.
Mr. Grinch is a Christmas song that was originally written and composed for the 1966 animated special Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The song's lyrics describe the Grinch as being unpleasant, foul-smelling, bad-mannered, despicable, and diabolical, using increasingly creative put-downs, metaphors, similes, and hand-off comments by the singer, beginning with the opening line, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch."
I love you, Hannah.
As mentioned earlier, Silent Night is a popular Christmas carol composed in 1818 by Franz Xaver Huber to lyrics by Josef Mohr in a small town in Austria. The song was first recorded in 1905 and has remained a popular success, appearing in films and multiple successful recordings, as well as being quoted in other musical compositions. We would like to welcome Tori Korzak to the stage to sing the carol for you.
Hannah.
Feliz Navidad, which translates to the English words Merry Christmas, is a Christmas song written in 1970 by Puerto Rican singer-songwriter Jose Feliciano. With its simple, heartfelt lyrics, the traditional Spanish Christmas New Year greeting, Feliz Navidad, Prospero Año y Felicidad, Merry Christmas, a prosperous year and happiness, followed in English by I Want to Wish You a Merry Christmas from the Bottom of My Heart, has become a Christmas classic and has gained popularity around the world.
We Wish You a Merry Christmas is an English Christmas carol. The famous version of the carol is from the English West Country. The Bristol-based composer, conductor, and organist Arthur Worrell, 1883 to 1939, is responsible for the popularity of the carol. Worrell, a lecturer at the University of Bristol from 1909, arranged the tune for his own University of Bristol Madrigal singers as an elaborate four-part arrangement, which he performed with them in concert on December 6, 1935. His composition was published by Oxford University Press the same year under the title A Merry Christmas, West Country Traditional Song. Thank you for joining us this evening. May you have a safe and joyous holiday season.